We're here to talk about KCSMOOTH, Keratin Complex new treatment. It's KCSMOOTH heat activated smoothing system. It's a maximum manageability treatment. It's one of those treatments that you can give to every single client that sits in your chair to give them that ability to smooth, right? It's all about beautiful hair every day, no matter what client sits in your chair. And when we're talking about smoothing treatments, that's really what it's all about. It's really about giving our clients that manageability that they can take home with them, that they can be able to achieve so much more for their hair at home in front of their mirror, doing the normal things that they do. And us as stylists behind the chair, we're able to give them a smoothing treatment that is healthy for their hair, that makes their hair stronger, that gives them better outcomes on their blow dries and shine, and that natural, healthy, just beautiful feel of the hair that all of our clients are looking for. So today we are going to talk about KCSMOOTH. And in a couple of minutes, I'm going to actually go through some of the steps that actually show you how to do it behind the chair to maximize what you're doing behind the chair to give smooth to all of your clients. Because when we're talking about beautiful hair every day, that is synonymous with Keratin Complex and all of Keratin Complex products. But with Keratin Complex KCSMOOTH, we're able to give that smooth to our clients no matter who sits in our chair because of this great technology and great formulation that Keratin Complex has come up with that is now available in Salon Centric. I was doing a little bit of kind of sleuth, right? I walked through Salon Centric the other day and I saw the packaging on the shelf. I saw the restorative leave-in lotion sitting right next to it. So this kit is available at Salon Centric today. And so after this live session, you're going to be able to know all the things that come with this treatment. And I'm here for you guys' questions. I'm here to help you guys out in whatever you need when it comes to KCSMOOTH smoothing system. And it's one of those things that we can grow our business from this day forward with KCSMOOTH. And so we have a model today, and I have a assistant in the back. He's going to give me the thumbs up and things like that if there's a question relevant to what I'm doing, and we're going to answer questions. I want you guys to be interactive and really kind of as I show you this treatment and what this treatment can do on the hair. I'm here for you guys. I'm here to help you kind of understand what KCSMOOTH can do, and we're going to go over everything about this treatment. So don't be and I already see that there's already a question, right, about formaldehyde. This is a zero formaldehyde treatment. So there is no formaldehyde whatsoever in this treatment. It's an amino acid based treatment. It's coconut water based, so you get a lot of that hydration factors. It's got antioxidants, and we've got our Signature Keratin that Keratin Complex is known for. So between the Signature Keratin, the amino acids, and the antioxidants that are in this treatment, we're able to achieve smooth, especially with this heat-activated smoothing system. It's a two-step treatment, meaning that it has only two parts of the treatment. We're talking about the KCSMOOTH actual treatment and the final step of the treatment, which is our KCSMOOTH restorative leave-in lotion. So the combination of both of these together gives you that smoothing treatment results that we're looking for. So I'm going to get going. I'm going to get started. So I know there's a lot of good things that are happening, especially when it comes to this treatment. And as I go, I'm going to share some tips and tricks. I'm going to answer your questions. So don't be afraid. Throw them up there. We're going to definitely give you all the answers that you need. If I don't answer them at the end, we're going to do a little campfire. I'm going to get around, sit up close. We're going to really, if there's specific questions about this treatment, I am more than happy to answer that for you. So, let's start with the treatment, because at least then we can see it in action and get those, and then I'll start answering those questions that have to deal with each of those sections before. But like I said, this is a smoothing treatment that goes on dry, clean hair. So for all those stylists out there trying to save time in the salon, your client comes with clean, dry hair, and you put the treatment straight on the hair. There's no clarifying, there's no washing, there's nothing that has to do with this treatment that does with that. meaning that going along with clarifying, shampooing, and things like that. So as your client sits in your chair, you're able to go straight into it. I know that this treatment is not the only treatment on the market, but this KCSMOOTH treatment has a spot behind your chair as a service to be able to give each and every single one of your clients the ability of smooth, beautiful, soft, shiny, healthy hair. Strong, beautiful hair every day. That's what Keratin Complex stands for. And with KCSMOOTH, you're able to achieve that. So, as we're talking about the treatment and as we're going, you see I've cut this doll head up into fours. That's going to be your normal sectioning for this treatment. They're going to come in with dry, clean hair like I stated. And what you're going to do is you're going to section them out into four. I cut it into four and actually have done various parts of the treatment throughout so we can get this beauty hour going and get the action going, and so you guys can keep showing or I can keep showing you how the treatment can progress through your clients as you're sitting in the chair. I'm not sure about the cost. You're going to have to go to Salon Centric to figure that out. I know that this treatment is very comparable to other smoothing treatments price-wise, and it's the great thing about this kit is it actually gives you 4 specific treatment uses within one kit. And so when you buy the kit at Salon Centric, this box contains all of the things that you need for your 4 treatments that you're going to offer. It's going to come with a 4-ounce KCSMOOTH bottle treatment. It's also going to come with 4 individual KCSMOOTH restorative leave-in lotions. So 4 of these come in the kit. And there's a reason why 4 of them come in the kit, and I am going to save the suspense for a little later so you can see that. Color, things like that. We're going to get into how you do color and when you do color in just a little bit, but I really want to get going on the treatment. And if any questions arrive from what I'm doing, then I'll answer those with my assistant back there. You give me a thumbs up, you get some questions that come up, and I'll be able to. So this is our client coming in just natural, right? Just clean, dry hair. She's going to come in and we're going to go straight into the treatment. So as you section into the 4 sections, that's exactly what we're doing. We're sectioning clean, dry hair for this treatment. We are going to be working on this section. I'm going to show you how to apply. I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is and show you how you can achieve smooth with just a little bit of work, right? So when I'm talking about smoothing treatments, I'm really talking about letting the bottle work and me work less, right? It's one of those problems that we have behind the chair is we work our tail off to give our clients what they need. But with KCSMOOTH, we're going to put the treatment on, we're going to let it saturate, let it penetrate, and then we're going to come back and finish it up. So it's really that easy. It's a fast, easy, quick, up to 2 hours in the salon. Your client can leave with beautiful hair. It's a zero downtime, same day styling smoothing treatment. So there is no, you can style it right however they want to style it when they leave the salon. Curly, natural, smooth, straight, however they want. They can leave the salon knowing that the treatment has already been done and that they're not going to affect it with the style. So that is a great add-in benefit of this treatment when you're doing it behind your chair, because your client's going to leave with whatever style they want, and the smoothing has already taken place once you finish with the second step, the restorative leave-in lotion. So I'm going to show a little bit of what this treatment can do. We're going to drop this section. You see I've cut this section into 4, and we're going to show you just how easy this application is, right? It's a treatment that goes on very, very nicely onto this dry hair, so you're not going to have to worry about saturation. You're not going to have to worry about penetration. The minute that product and that treatment hits the hair, we're going to get that penetration and saturation. Once we're done after this, we're going to cap it, which I have done already in this section, as you can see. And that's going to sit for 30 minutes. And then we're going to blow dry, we're going to iron, we're going to rinse, and we're going to add the restorative leave-in lotion. So it's that quick, that fast, that easy to do behind your chair. So clean, dry hair in front of me. I am going to shake, rattle, and roll, right? We're going to shake the bottle, and we're going to actually add the treatment into a bowl and use a brush to apply. The great part about this treatment, and I love this treatment for this reason, like I said, it's for all hair types, it's for all hair textures. Beauty and Smooth comes in so many diverse textures and thicknesses and density and things like that. This treatment is a very conditioning treatment. You can see that it has a violet hue to it, a violet pigment. So it's going to help our blondes control that brassiness that maybe sometimes heat can cause onto the hair. So with that violet, it's an added benefit of this treatment is that violet pigment. It's the first smoothing treatment on the market with that violet pigment, and I'm excited to use it on all types of hair, blondes, even some of our hair that we are trying to control that brassiness, especially when we're dealing with heat, because this is a heat-activated treatment. So we need to protect the hair as much as possible. Having that coconut water-based treatment is going to help with the hydration. We're talking about a lot of antioxidants, things like that in the hair or in the treatment to protect the hair. And it's a very hydrating, strong. We're going to, during that penetration and saturation time, we are strengthening the hair. We are controlling where that all that keratin and that softening of the bonds is happening, especially with the amino acids. And so that's when all that goodness goes into the hair and it is doing the smoothing treatment. I know there's a lot of questions that's going to be about the difference between Brazilian Blowout, which is another smoothing brand out there. But what I want you to do is to notice the difference as I go through this treatment. And a lot of it's going to come back to comparing between, you know, what you're used to and what you see today, right? And what it's going to do for your business to be able to offer smooth to every single client that sits in the chair and not just have that idea of smooth, right? We all have that maybe thought of who would actually want smooth, right? Well, I'm going to tell you a little secret. Everybody deserves smooth. Everybody can want to have that smooth, beautiful, strong hair that they can deal with. So when I say who is a smoothing client or who is a smoothing potential customer, every single person that sits in your chair. And with KC Smooth, you're able to give that to them. So we are going to get going. So we're going to take about, maybe you can take up to inch sections. So we're going to take 1/2 inch to inch sections. With this client, we're gonna probably take about that good 3/4 inch sections, and I'll show you just how easy this is. We're going to just start about 1/4 inch away from the scalp, and we're just going to lay that product right onto the hair. So as we do that, that product is already penetrating, already saturating. It's already getting into it. I'm going to comb, and then I'm going to drop. So you can see that we already have that saturation. It's already, and we're moving right into the next section. It's that easy. It's that quick. The dry, clean hair is able to take all that product and be able to start that penetration and saturation right away. 1/4 inch, I'm going to lay that just right on top. You notice that I'm not actually pushing that product into the hair. I'm laying it on the hair and actually working that comb to distribute it and disperse it through all the way from scalp all the way to ends. So you're going to see that as we go through this and as we are putting this treatment on, that hair is already actually starting to appear a lot better, appear a lot softer, appear a lot smoother already just with the treatment putting on to the hair. So you can see how easy that is. That using a fine-tooth comb is going to allow me to pick up any of that excess. So I'm not going to oversaturate and have a buildup of product on the hair. The comb is going to pick up what is needed. And so what we're going to do is we're going to keep going through this, and we're just going to knock out this section. Any questions? Dylan, are there any good questions on there? that I can answer right now? Are there any questions? Give me a question.
People are asking, is it enough to saturate the hair?
Yeah, so you can see, that's what I was talking about, trusting the product, right? Knowing that there's enough treatment. Of course, I'm not going to want any dry pockets in the hair, right? So as I'm combing through, I'm making sure I'm combing over those maybe pockets of dryness that maybe need to be broken up. And as I comb through, it's actually picking up some more of the stuff that's in the comb and depositing it where it's needed, especially in those drier sections. So saturation is key with all smoothing treatments, but with KC Smooth, you want to make sure you're not oversaturating, because the minute I'm done with this, I cap it for the 30 minutes and I go right into blow drying and ironing the treatment right into the hair. So with a balanced saturation and a balanced penetration, I'm able to get that blow dry and that ironing done so much quicker and so much more, controlled as I go through that blow drying and ironing. And so as I go through, I'm going to put this right on the hair. You can see how easy. That's why I did a little bit more talking in the beginning, because of how quick and easy this treatment. And you can see I'm going to go through and I'm really just kind of working that product through, making sure I go all the way through to the ends. And you notice that I'm already getting a good effect of that treatment in the hair. And you can see the shine of the treatment actually disperse through that hair. So I always say that smoothing treatments aren't hard, right? They're looking at just getting that exact saturation that you need to achieve the things that you need. I see somebody that they took this certification online, and there's and it said something about is this one safe for pregnant clients? No product on the earth today will say that it's safe for pregnant women. We recommend them talking with their doctor and making sure that everything is okay. Like I said, this is a formaldehyde-free treatment. It's got amino acids, it's got antioxidants, and it's got that signature keratin. So as you can see, just within that couple of minutes, I was able to go through this very quickly and have to go right into the next section. So without applying through the whole head, because I need to have time for that 30-minute saturation, I'll show you how we're going to clip this up, right? So a lot of times with smoothing treatments, a lot of people like to clip up and like to do and really kind of make it tight within that cap. What I like to do is just really grab the ends and really just push it straight up to the top. So as you can see, instead of having something super tight, I'm going to just get the hair up near the scalp and going to cap it just right to here. So what I would do is gather all the hair just at the bottom and just lightly, softly clip it up near the top of the scalp and then put the cap on. And what that's going to do is allow that treatment to saturate and penetrate with air in between each of the hair strands. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a more balanced dryness when we go into the blow dry. And you're going to see that with this section over here. I'm going to grab a cap. And I know there's some questions about coloring and things like that. And we'll get right into that right in just a second, because I know that's a very important part about smoothing treatments is when do I do blonding? When do I do color? When are all of these things supposed to be taking place? And I will answer that in just a second. So hold on. So I'm going to drop this next section and I'll show you how quick and easy it is to blow dry and actually, so you can see, just real easy. Let that air breathe in around that treatment and you're going to have a better blow dry and a better ironing experience when you go through. And you can see this has been, I put this treatment on this section exactly about 40 minutes ago. So it has a 30-minute wait time, but you can tell it's already about maybe 75% dry already. So that blow dry is going to be very fast, very quick to get through that treatment and then go right into the ironing stage. So let's talk about color before I blow dry and start making noise, right? So let's talk about color. This treatment, because it's amino acid based, coloring is done after the treatment. And when I say after the treatment, it's really after the last step of the treatment, which is the restorative leave-in lotion. So the minute that is done, we are, and I'll show you that step and show you how we achieve that in just a couple of minutes. But what we're going to do is we're going to color right after this step has been done on the client. If you're looking to do blonding, right? So blonding is going to take place before you do this treatment. So this is how it would look if you're doing a blonding and toning service, right? It is a, we're going to blonde and follow through with a blonding service on this client. And then what we're going to do is rinse that out. We're going to wash that product out of the hair, and then we're going to come back and dry the hair before we put the treatment on. So we'll go through, do a quick blow dry. We're going to do the treatment all the way to finish. So that means all the way through to the KCSMOOTH Restorative Leave-In Lotion. And then what we're going to do is we're going to blow dry that into the hair, or leave it damp if need be, and then go right into the toning. So lightening before, coloring after, lightening before, toning after, right? Because toner is a color. We all know that. So so blonding before, coloring after. So after meaning after the restorative leave-in lotion part of the treatment. So that's the question about that. Any other questions before I start blow drying, D? Okay, which percentage of smooth can I get with this product? Percentage of smooth is going to depend on the fabric that you're using, right? So we all know that everybody doesn't have the same fabric of hair. And when we're talking about smooth, it's very hard to put a percentage because we don't quite know the history of that hair, every single head of hair out there. So it's going to be up to you to realize what percentage of smooth. This is a manageability, a maximum manageability treatment, meaning that it's made to smooth the hair to let our clients have a better lease on their hair when they get home, right? Manageability. So being able to brush through it, being able to have that heat protection that they need if they're ironing or curling their hair on a regular basis. That hydration factor is going to, help maintain moisture in the hair, giving them that more natural shine. We're going to tame frizz. We're going to strengthen the hair. And anytime you're putting heat on a smoothing treatment, you will get texture reduction. It just depends on where you go with it, right? So when we talk about and when we get to the actual ironing steps and ironing process, I will give you the temperatures and the passes that will let you customize what type of smooth you want on any type of client that sits in your chair. So that's really what it comes down to. This being a heat-activated treatment, heat is going to be the most important part of this treatment to give the client that sits in your chair the smooth that she wants and that she deserves for that beautiful hair every day. Another question was, how long does this last? It lasts up to 3 months, especially because your client will be taking the product that you use on their hair as a gift home with them. That's why there's 4 bottles. Surprise, right? I told you there was a little surprise at the end. The 4 bottles that come in the kit, each one goes home with the client, that they will be able to maintain their treatment at home to give them that manageability on a regular basis. So up to 3 months, this is a major part of the treatment, especially when they take it home with them, because they are taking home part of the treatment to be able to give them the results and the longevity that they need when they get home. All right. So color, longevity, those are all great questions, and we're going to get right into how we blow dry this section into the hair, right? So this section, let's pretend that it sat for 30 minutes, we're at the whole head, and now we're ready to blow dry the treatment into the hair. We're going to blow dry it, and then we're going to turn around right when we're done, and we're going to go right into ironing that treatment into the hair. So that's how quick and easy it is. Application, 30-minute saturation, processing time, right into the blow dry, and the ironing step. Can this be done on tight African American hair? Yes, yes. Just depending on what kind of results you want, right? And so when we break it down and when we talk about temperature, you're going to see how the temperature, especially when we talk about that, is going to change the effects that you have on your client through this treatment. So stay tuned. We're going to be right into that. And then, can they use any shampoo? That's a great question. It's recommended to use keratin complex products, but with this treatment, KCSMOOTH has a take-home product that is imperative to the results of the treatment. So yes, they can use, but to help maintain the treatment, that is why Keratin Complex put part of their treatment into the hands of our clients, is to give them part of the treatment to help maintain when we're not with them, right? That's the biggest part about our job, is we can't go home with our clients to make sure that they're doing what they need to do. So with this leave-in lotion, and I'll show you how it goes on in a minute, it's imperative that that client takes home that product and uses the product for the longevity of the treatment. Okay, so I'll show you how to blow dry. So you remember we took about 3/4 inch sections applying. So what we're going to do is we're going to take about 3/4 inch sections to blow dry each section in. And I'll show you how that goes. It's going to get a little bit noisy, but I'm pretty loud, so we'll talk over it. And if any questions, Dylan's going to jump in and throw it right to me to answer these questions. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put it on cool to medium heat. And what we're going to do is go on more on a low setting. And that's going to just help me control the hair. I'm going to blow down the shaft, right? And we're just trying to get it 100% dry, right? So you can already see that I've already taken that. I'm using a paddle brush, right? And a vent paddle brush to really just help me control the hair, help that air get around each one of those sections to be able to get that 100% blow-dried effect of the treatment. So I'm going to go to the next section. I'm always blow-drying straight down, picking up the hair a little bit. You notice that I'm not right onto the hair either. I'm not going right on that hair shaft. I'm really just letting that air blow dry that hair to that 100%. Alright? And I'm already seeing the shine from the treatment. I'm already seeing the softness just from that blow dry. So it's already having an effect on the treatment. I'm going to go 3/4 up. Isn't that the same such as sulfate-free shampoo? Yes. So sulfates are keratin's nemesis. Right? So we definitely want to, if we're aiming and pushing our clients towards a certain shampoo, sulfate-free, sodium chloride-free is going to be one of the keys. So sodium chloride, I said sulfate, I meant sodium chloride. Sodium chloride is really the main focus of our shampoos that we deal with smoothing treatments. We want to make sure that products that we give our client is going to help our clients have the success they need at home with the treatment. That's why the restorative leave-in lotion is so important, because it gives that extra product in the hands of our clients that's going to help the treatment do and get that longevity that it needs up to that 3 months. So you can see how quick and easy. Now, if this density and thickness was going to be a little bit thicker, I might take smaller sections, make sure that that blow dry is controlled, that blow dry is consistent through the hair, to make sure that you're not getting any wet spots or damp spots in the hair, especially when you start going into when we're dealing with the iron. So, yeah, that's a big question there. The specific ingredient, sodium C14, C16 sulfonate, is that a sulfate that can harm the treatment? I really kind of I'm really not focusing on sulfates when I'm thinking about, especially keratin complex treatments. I'm really thinking about sodium chloride. But it's one of those things that when we're thinking about ingredients, it's always important. And that's why with KCSMOOTH, it's a very ingredient-based treatment to be able to give us that, you know, coconut water, give us those amino acids. And so ingredients are very important when it comes down to individual shampoos and individual things. It's going to come down to what you feel is going to be the best for your clients and for their hair needs. I have specific things that I look for in all my shampoos, conditioners, things like that. It's one of those ingredient based decisions that we make, and as long as we're trying our hardest to keep that keratin complex treatment in the hair, you're going to do better than bad, right? And so with using the KCSMOOTH restorative leave-in lotion, we're giving that guarantee that we're getting that keratin back into the hair, and we are strengthening, softening, smoothing the hair, and maintaining that treatment for as long as possible, up to that 3 months. So I'm going to blow dry this section. You can tell how quick and easy it is. And I'm already getting a pretty soft, beautiful, shiny hair, and I haven't even heat activated yet, right? So you can tell my blow dryer is away from the hair. I even pick it up a little bit to be able to get underneath. But it's really just that easy, really just to be able to get that that dryness, that 100% dryness in the hair to where we can go right into the smoothing section. So I'm going to do that. We're going to talk about temperatures. We're going to talk about passes right now. Tension when blow drying doesn't matter? Not really, because this is a heat activated treatment. The ironing and the passes is what's going to do the smoothing. If I was looking for a little bit more texture reduction, I might put a little bit more tension on the hair. But remember, those amino acids are softening up those bonds of the hair within the hair strand. And so we don't want to put so much tension on the hair that we're actually over tension. I don't even know if that's a word. Putting too much tension on the hair. So with a soft, just that paddle brush, pulling it just a little bit does give it enough tension to soften those bonds and to give you a little bit more curl reduction. So I am going to turn on my iron. All right, so we're going to turn on our iron, and let's talk about iron temperatures, right? So this treatment has a temperature range from 380 to 450 degrees. So there is a broad spectrum of heat that we can use, and we're looking at 7 to 12 passes. So with 380 to 450 and 7 to 12 passes, there is a lot of customization that can come into this treatment to give the clients the smooth that they need, depending on their texture that they have, the integrity of their hair, things like that. So with fine to normal hair, you're looking around that 380 to 400 degrees, and we're looking at about 7 to 10 passes. With somebody with maybe coarser, more resistant hair, we're looking at from 400 to 450 degrees, and we're looking from 10 to 12 passes. So you can see that if your client sits in that spectrum where they need, or their hair is a little bit more resistant, you're going to be using more heat and more passes. With somebody with finer, more delicate, maybe integrity issues in their hair, you're going to go lower and lower passes. And then you have everything in the middle to give your clients exactly what they do. So when we're looking at KCSMOOTH individually, we're looking at achieving that manageability that they're looking for in their hair, right? So if our client even has even more integrity issues than what you're even comfortable putting at 380, then you might even lower that temperature even further down to maybe 350, give it 4 to 6 passes just to see how the hair reacts to that heat. And then you can gradually grow that heat towards where you want that smooth to happen. The great part about this, and I'm going to take this second to talk about one key word in this treatment, and that is cumulative results. It's about the more you do this treatment, the better and better results you're going to get. So if that client needs strength and hydration, then you can do this treatment to give them healthier hair to where the next time they come in, you can amp up that temperature, maybe amp up the passes to give them better results and further on. So this is a manageability treatment, meaning that our clients, this is something that is going to, that we're going to be able to give our clients on a regular basis, which is going to give our clients better and better results as they go. A lot of times with smoothing treatments, and this is something that I've done in the past also, is we try to solve all the problems all at one time. And sometimes we take it a little too far and we're actually doing damage to the hair, or we're taking the hair where it doesn't need to go, taking away some of that good stuff that our clients like in the hair, like volume, maybe a little bit of texture. So with fluctuating those temperatures and fluctuating the passes, we're able to give our clients that effect in the hair, but in a more cumulative effect where we're building our client smooth instead of trying to bam, give them smooth, instantaneous, right here and now and solve every single problem. So hopefully that answers some of those questions out there. We talked about color earlier. Color is after the treatment. Blonding is before. Blonding before, color after. All right. So I am going to set my iron to 400 degrees, and I'm going to show you how quick and easy this is to do the ironing. You saw how easy it was to blow dry, and now we're going to go right into heating it. I'm going to make sure that it's dry, so because sometimes a blow dryer, fakes us out, right? It makes it feel like it's dry, but it's not. So I'm just going to run that blow dryer just really quickly through, just to make sure that there are no pockets of moisture in there. And what we're going to do is we're going to go right into. So you remember our sectioning, right? We took 3/4 inch sections when we applied. We took 3/4 inch sections when we blow dried. We're going to take 3/4 inch sections when we iron. So this can go up to 1 inch. So if she had, my client had finer hair or less density of hair, then what we can do is raise that up to about 1 inch just to help protect the hair. If they had coarser, more resistant hair, I can drop it down to a 1/2 inch if need be to really get through some of that hair and some of that texture. So this treatment is available at Salon Centric. So this kit, which includes the 4 ounce and includes the 4 restorative lotions, is available. And the restorative lotion is also available to buy by itself also. For those clients that continue to use the treatment, they're able to buy more of the lotion for that maintenance of the treatment. And the restorative lotion is great by itself too. So it is one of those products that is a great leave-in lotion for our clients, especially looking for that softness, that shine, and that healthy, strong effect of the hair. All right, so I'm going to use my fine-tooth comb, and I'm going to go through. So we're doing 400 degrees. She's got maybe a little less density, so I might drop it down to maybe 8 passes. So we're going to do about 400 at 8 passes, and we're going to kind of customize our client in that effect. So what we're going to do is we're going to start right at the scalp, and we're going to go right out to the ends. So you can see how easy that is. We're going to go just consistent heat from the scalp all the way to the ends. And we're almost there. I think that's about 8. I lost track, but I'm really just looking at the hair at this point, and then I drop it right down. And that section is done. We're going to go right into the next section, right? So a lot of times when we're doing smoothing treatments, this is a little tip and trick, is I can see the effect of the smoothing iron and that heat, how it has on the hair, and start adjusting. So if I started going through it and I didn't see a shift in the hair, then that might mean that the temperature is too low and I might need a higher temperature. Or if I see too quick of a change in the hair, then that heat might be a little too high and I might need to dial back that temperature just a little bit. And then as you're going through, you can kind of get a feel to where that heat needs to be in pass-wise, and so you can adjust up and down with the passes. Would this work on natural hair to loosen the curl pattern? Yes. Anytime you put heat and smoothing treatments on hair, you're going to you may be able to get some curl reduction. All right, so it's just depending on how much and where you're going in this. This is a manageability treatment. This is not a straightening treatment. This is a smoothing treatment to be able to give our clients that stronger, healthier, beautiful hair on a daily basis. And that's really where it comes down to. So we're going to go from scalp to ends, all in one shot. You can see I'm keeping control with the comb all the way through to the ends, and then I come start back up, and then I pick it up. So I'm really having control. I'm really focusing on each section, and it's hard to talk and count in your head at the same time, so that's always fun. So I'm thinking around 6, 7, 8, right? And then I'm going to go right into the next section. All right. So any other questions? Anything about the treatment?
Does it affect the structure of the hair?
Does it? Oh, great question. Does it affect the structure of the hair? KC Smooth does not break bonds, so we're not permanently changing the hair whatsoever. What we're doing is those amino acids are really going in and helping soften those bonds to be able to give our clients a better effect of whatever their texture. So say our client with KC Smooth doesn't want any texture reduction, but they want that smoothness. What I'm able to do is go more on a lower temperature, lower passes, and I'm able to give them that smooth effect, but without putting a heavy heat, heavy amount of passes on the hair to affect any of their texture. And then the other way is good too, right? So when we're talking about reducing texture a little bit, then what we're going to do is higher heat, higher amount of passes. But remember, this is not a straightening service. This is not a straightening treatment. What this is a manageability treatment. It's a heat-activated smoothing treatment that is using heat to help us control what type of smooth our clients want and need on a regular basis. So, great question. It's all about ingredients at that point, right? So this is really about giving our clients that beautiful hair every day and giving them that manageability that they need for whatever style and for whatever. Would you say this is a good option for a client that lightens their hair a lot and is a natural level 3 but doesn't want a big chop to help them? Yeah, so this smoothing treatment will help strengthen the hair. So with somebody that lightens a lot and is constantly putting their hair through that battle, so to speak, right? This treatment can definitely help, but what you want to do is keep in mind the integrity, keep in mind what that treatment is doing in the hair, and controlling the heat and the passes when it comes to that. So that's a great question. A lot of times, a lot of our smoothing questions is about how to use it on specific clients, and when we're looking at smooth, especially on our clients and especially on individual bases, I always like to start where their hair can handle, whatever heat the hair can handle, and then kind of work off of that. So if that client lightens a lot and has maybe some integrity issues, and I'm not comfortable putting a 380-degree iron, I'm not going to do it, right? I'm going to back that off, and I'm going to go to where they need to be. So if that's 350 at 6 passes, then that's where I'm going to start. And then with the cumulative effects of this treatment, I'm able to continue to better and better those results of that treatment every time I see the client. And it lasts up to 3 months. So, this is a treatment that can be used on a client on a regular basis, right? It's a treatment that can be done over and over again throughout the year to give our clients better and better results even through the year. Or help those clients through some of those times that might cause other. Here in California, we don't really have a smoothing season. every season is smooth, right? Every season is a smoothing season, but sometimes I need to focus more on hydration. Sometimes I need to focus more on strength. Sometimes I need to focus more on maybe heat protection, things like that. So every time I'm doing a treatment, I'm focusing on what my clients need at that time, and that's going to give me better and better results as I go. Any other questions?
How long will it take to apply?
How long will it take to apply? So this whole treatment can take up to about 2 hours, so from start to finish. I've done this treatment on a regular basis in the salon, and it's taken me about 1.5 hours to 1 hour and 45 minutes. So as you get into the treatment and as you're doing the treatment on a regular basis, of course that time will go down, up and down, depending on the density of the hair, depending on how many passes. Think about 7 passes is actually quicker than 12 passes, right? That's just math at that point. But yes, so average about 2 hours in the salon, no matter what density and texture their hair is. So you can get through this treatment very quickly. Any other questions? What do we got?
Does it fume up during drying?
Does it fume up during drying? Well, you've seen it all throughout, and I'm going to post this video afterwards. There aren't really any fumes that come off. There might be a little bit of maybe steam or anything. If you didn't quite get it blow dried enough, you're gonna hit pockets of moisture that's gonna let off a little steam. But there are no fumes. There's nothing that's causing. I'm in a little room here in California right now, so and you can see I'm ironing and blow drying right here, and so we're getting good effects off this treatment with just ironing and blow drying. So you shouldn't be getting any fumes or anything like that. Key is proper saturation, proper blow drying, not putting the nozzle on the hair, things like that, using a lower temperature range, and then ironing consistently with maybe smaller sectionings and things like that is going to help with that. So I finished, and you can see beautiful, soft, right? It's a great looking natural hair, but we're not done at that point. The treatment is in the hair, right? So at this point, we're going to let it cool down for just a minute, and then we're going to take our client back and rinse out the treatment. So that's the next step. We're going to rinse 2 to 3 minutes with lukewarm water. So just not real hot, not real cold, just in between. And what we're really wanting to do is remove as much of that debris, especially on the scalp, and things like that, that we can just get a clear canvas to where we can bring them back to the station. So a lot of times I try to hold up the hair and just kind of rinse it out. We're really trying to just get the debris that's still on the hair, maybe the buildup, not buildup, but if you oversaturate it and things like that, this is the time to remove some of that. So there's that you can style when you bring them back to the station with a good, healthy, strong treatment finished hair. All right. So we finished ironing. I took her back, and this hair is still damp because I washed it right before. And what I'm going to show you is the final step of the treatment. So we've gone all the way around the world, right? We've gone all the way around the treatment. We started with natural. We did the application. We did the blow dry and ironing. And now we're going to go straight into the restorative leave-in lotion, right? The KCSMOOTH restorative lotion. This is one of my favorite products to use in the salon right now. It's great softening, adds a lot of shine to the hair. It's great for our natural clients that just need a little bit of extra. It's got keratin. It's a great product by itself, but it's even better when it's with the KCSMOOTH treatment, because what it does is it helps seal all that goodness and helps revive the hair after the treatment. We just put it through some heat, we just put it through some blow drying, and now this is really going to help finish the treatment. And I'll show you how that works. When they come back, you're going to towel dry their hair. So we don't want any drippies, we don't want a puddle on the ground. We just want that, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to go through with our leave-in lotion. You want to shake it, right? Because it is a lotion, so we need to break it up. And what we're going to do is we're going to start and at the scalp and go through to the ends. So this is how this looks when we're actually applying it afterwards to our client. So it sprays on real good, real easy, and that's it, right? Sometimes I like to lift it up just to make sure that we got some on the ends, and you can see it has a very nice softening effect on the hair. And then what I'm going to do is comb through that hair, and what that's doing is distributing it. And the minute I'm done distributing this leave-in lotion, the treatment is done, right? That's it. The treatment is done. So at this point, I can do whatever I want with this hair. The treatment is done. So we've gone through the KCSMOOTH treatment. We've used the restorative leave-in lotion as our final part of the puzzle, right? And now we can blow dry this, we can round brush this, we can curl this, we can put it in a ponytail, we can flip it behind our ear, we could do any style that we want when they leave the salon. And that's what the treatment is all about. And what we're going to do is the minute I finish styling their hair, I give the treatment or the KCSMOOTH restorative leave-in lotion to help maintain the treatment at home. I give it right to our client, right? I give it right into her hands. She's going to hold it. It's hers. It's a gift from me to her to help maintain that longevity of the treatment. And when we do that, we're giving them something that is going to help them achieve that type of smooth results continuously up to the time they come and see us again for that same treatment. That's how easy it is. A two-step treatment, KCSMOOTH, heat-activated smoothing treatment. We've got the 4-ounce bottle. We've got the 4 restorative leave-in lotions all in one box. It's a beautiful box, by the way. All in one box. Right? This is something that you can use as a display on your at your salon, at your chair, you know, up at the front desk, things like that, just to get some, you know, get some attention, get some things moving, some discussion, and that's how easy that treatment is. So what I want to do for the last couple of minutes, because I know our hour is almost over, we're going to do a little campfire. So we can color at this point. Yes, we color right after we finish the restorative leave-in lotion. If I was toning, I might even just maybe even leave it damp and go the toner right over the restorative lotion. You're going to get stronger color results that way. It's going to, actually the hair's going to be stronger. So if you can imagine, that coloring is going to be so much better. How often does the client use the leave-in at home? That is a great question because I forgot to say that, right? So they're going to use that leave-in lotion anytime they style their hair. So right out of the shower, it's the product that they're going to use first to help soften and strengthen and give them that beautiful shine and healthy hair that they're looking for. And then sometimes I even say like they can spray it before. There's so many reasons. I like to tell my client, use it a lot, right? Because the more they use it, the better the effects of the treatment are going to use. So because some of our clients don't wash for 3-4 days, I still want them having that effect of the leave-in lotion. So sometimes, you know, halfway through, if they're going to blow dry or they're going to put a curling iron through it, I usually have my clients maybe spray a little bit of that leave-in lotion in there, blow dry it a little bit, and then seal it in with heat. So you keratin before the color, yes. Does it have a odor? No, it is beautiful smelling. It's almost like a spa effect. Some people say it smells like bubble gum. Some people say it just has a very pleasant smell. And so there is no odor or anything that comes through when you're actually doing. How would you do this treatment if you have high and low lights? That is a great question. This is one of those treatments that it is recommended to do color after. So a lot of times if I had a client with specific, maybe heavy amount of placements and things like that, I might do the treatment alone and have them come at another time to do their color, just because I don't want to affect one way or the other their highs and lowlights. So that's a great question. How would you use it with a highlight and low light? That's another good question. A lot of times I will keep my clients that I like to do those back-to-backs, or, you know, have those heavy placement styles or colors that I do, I like to maybe set them up another appointment to do that. Which flat iron is best? It's recommended we have Keratin Complex has certain irons that has tourmaline, titanium, anything. We want to stay away from maybe ceramic and things like that. It doesn't matter. We want you to use the tools you have because that is what you're used to. But anything that you use is going to affect the treatment. So you want to use the best possible tools. Does it have UV protecting qualities? Yes. The minute you close down cuticle, you're blocking out UV protection. Is it a UV protecting product? No, but just because of the smoothing, you're going to get those qualities. Chlorine, salt water? Yeah, so the minute they get the treatment, I don't want them jumping in a chlorine pool, right? So there are some things. The great thing about the restorative leave-in lotion is that it is a great before the pool or before the beach spray. So that's a great thing that you can use to help protect your hair, especially with this treatment, the KCSMOOTH treatment. You can use those products to help protect. All right, so you just rinse out after the treatment. You don't shampoo? Yes, so they come already dry and clean, and you don't shampoo at the end of the treatment. So it's that easy. You rinse it out 2 to 3 minutes. So you want to do a proper rinse, not just a quick. You want to go through and really rinse out that product and go right into applying the restorative leave-in lotion. So if you highlight, do the KC treatment, rinse, do toner, then apply the leave-in spray or spray restorative before the toner. Great question. I'm going to do both. I'm going to finish the treatment with the restorative leave-in lotion. And when I do the color or toner, I'm going to wash them, rinse them, bring them back, and I am going to use that same restorative leave-in lotion that I finished the treatment with to finish their hair with. So that's going to teach your client how to use the product when they're just styling their hair. So that's a great question. All right, so we got a couple more minutes. Let's see. So you can get certified online. KeratinComplex.com is a great resource for this treatment, KCSMOOTH. You can go onto their website, sign up for a professional account, and get certified in this treatment. So you're going to see step by step how it's done. It's also going to have a lot of great things for your social media, great things that you can post for your clients, and give you the quick sheets and protocols that come with this. Do you have an IG page? Yes, I do. My IG and Facebook are the same. It's at Paul Dobbert. So if you guys want to follow me, that's great. I'm a great resource for this treatment, and I'm here for you guys, whatever you guys need in the way of smooth. What's the difference from other keratin treatments out there? This one is made specifically for that manageability. So it is a treatment that can be used on every single client to give them exactly what they're looking for. And it's a great treatment. I've been really enjoying using it in the salon and seeing the results that I give to each and every client. And I want to thank everybody out there. Keep up with your questions, because afterwards I'm going to spend a little bit of time online answering some of your questions. So thank you for joining me.